In this demo environment, I have a pretty complicated setup. I have 300 plus Azure users, over 1,000 Azure subscriptions, and let's take a look at how many Azure Network Security Group rules I have. I have almost 1,700 security group rules. If I were to go to the Azure Management Console, it would just say, Mikhail, these are the 1,700 Azure Security Group rules you have. There's no way for me to know that these are the ones I created, these are the ones our security team has reviewed, and these are the ones that have been created by a contractor, and nobody knows why. And so, keeping up with changes in the cloud can be quite difficult. Some companies experience as many as 1,000, 2,000 changes per day. And so what Cloudaware does is let you keep up with those changes, and you can add these approval processes to anything, to new users, to firewall policies, to new instances, to anything, so that you can have better visibility into the changes. So in this particular case, let's take a look at this firewall policy. I can see in here under change management that it has been approved on July 3rd. And if I dig down in the comments, I can actually see why that has been created. And Cloudaware points out to me and says, okay, these are the changes you've approved. These are the changes you rejected. These are the changes you are currently processing. And this is all the stuff that has been created while you were on vacation. Like, you need to take a look at this. And so that is the process that allows systems administrators, security administrators, those responsible for compliance, to maintain the change audit, to maintain change management records, so that there is some order and organization to the environment. And so here is that rule that I'm working on that's in pending. I just submitted it for an approval, and so now it's in pending, and we can actually go ahead and, let's say, approve or reject this change. We can add some comments, and we can say, okay, I approve this change, so that I can then generate an audit report for the auditors, and say, okay, this is our change management process. This is why this firewall rule exists. So this makes it very convenient to keep up with changes. And but because some companies experience several thousand changes per day, you don't necessarily want to do this for every single change. So Cloudaware allows you to create this workflow approval process builder, where you can create what is called an entry criteria, and you can say only when a change meets this certain conditions, only then go ahead and initiate the change management process. And we can have approval steps such as send out an email saying, hey, Mr. Network Security, there are some changes for you to review. We can add rejection steps like, hey, your change wasn't approved, and so on and so forth. So Cloudaware CMDB has an extensive support for detecting change, approving change, and then taking actions when certain changes are detected.